Hey there, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel, Quickless with Curly Q, and today I'm here to share with you on my off day from work, which is an amazing thing to say, my empties for the last week. I've got employment, and that's what's important. Money is money, right? So doing something that I love, and something about the freedom about leaving the store and listening to your music, bringing people their food, and it's just a quick interaction, and then you're out the door and back to the store to pick up some more to deliver happiness. So um yeah, so that's what I'm doing now, and I couldn't be happier. I just can't wait for my new work shoes to come in, which I just found out that they're being shipped from China, which is gonna delay the process of them getting here for like 15 days. So that was an awesome find this morning. All of that intro for no reason. I'll probably edit it down just a little bit or put it at the end of the video. But anywho, let's get into the wax that I have finished off this week. I don't have any half empties to share. And you'll probably notice that there's not a lot of empties just because I've been working the last 4 days. So what I have put in, I've enjoyed for a few hours, and then I'm out the door. And then if I have the energy to like change the wax, then again I'll enjoy it for a couple hours and then go to bed. it's rough. So let's just get on into it, and let's talk about what it is that I got through this week. Okay, I'm gonna have 2 bags of cotton balls here. We'll just go ahead and knock those out. So I have one 100 count pack, and then also another 100 count. They were out of the 200 count, so 100 cotton balls a week is a lot. OMG. So it just, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out. I like the cotton balls, make wax changes easier. But I also feel like it's just a lot of cotton to go through. I'm conflicted. Okay, I have 3 Scentsy items here. This scent circle I popped in today in my car. And this is Spiced Ember Glow. This is like a sophisticated apple and cinnamon with a little smoky vibe. I also have Dancing Sugar Plums as like my pod in my mini fan diffuser. I'm probably using a lot more of these just so I can kind of stave off lingering pizza smells in my car. That's one thing I like a lot, but we shall see. I do love Spiced Ember Glow, and I only have 2 more of those scent circles, and that's it. I think I maybe have like a tester left, but that's one of the only apple cinnamon scents that I like all through the winter time. So it's really nice. Scentsy bars I finished Just For You. This is the last bar I have of this scent, and this is basically like fir needles, maybe a little like, this bar is like so interesting. I know there's blackberry and there's like an evergreen. This is one of like my favorite Scentsy bars that they made with like a fruit and a tree. I melted this before I started working, and I really enjoyed that. Sad to see it go. My mom still has this club, so I guess if she doesn't melt through all hers, I can maybe ask to buy a bar from her. This bar did get kind of juicy, and I don't know if it had to do with having the heat on or if it was just because of the age. My last Scentsy bar that I melted through here, this is in my club, is Frosted Vanilla. I love this. If you like vanilla birch, this is a really good way to like get into that kind of scent, but it's not as resinous as vanilla birch from Bath and Body Works. This is actually more creamy to me, and I really do love this one. But you still get like the vibe of the birch, but it's just a really beautifully balanced scent, and it performs very well for me here. And I melted this in the my open concept here, so I really love frosted vanilla, and I'm very glad I squirreled that away in my club. Last night in the living room, I was kind of, I just was like in a weird, I wanted something cozy, but something kind of pumpkin-y, kind of like spice cake-ish. So this is one of my first blends that I did last year when I was making up Christmas melts for my family, but this was one that I was just kind of tinkering around with some of the new oils that I had gotten. I called it Toasted Spice Cakes. The label has like a little sugar skull. And this is vanilla buttercream crunch, cardamom and clove, toasted marshmallow, and pumpkin brulee. So this is like a kind of smoky marshmallow pumpkin scent with some very warm spices. I love these clams, you guys. This is like almost 4 ounces, I think. I think they're 3.5. I can't remember. I don't have any more of these, but this is like a very awesome size, and I think I know the supplier that still has these. It's a good thick clam. But anyway, so I did all 6 of these hearts in my warmers here in the living room, and it was beautiful. Just what I was needing to give me like that spiced pumpkin type cake vibe, and it was really yummy. So love that. Today in my living room, I am melting this whole bag, but this has been in intervals since 7, and then I just reloaded everything, and it's like 11 something now. So this is Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. This is a very popular blend from Rose Girls. I absolutely love this, and I'm so glad that I was smart enough to squirrel away some in my Christmas/winter melting stash. This is eggnog, royal sugar cookie, monster cookie, marshmallow smoothie, and donut holes. It's just like a lot of bakery goodness with the eggnog. One of my favorite blends from her. Like, you definitely get like the donut holes and the monster cookie and that eggnog. I like her eggnog. So it would be a repurchase. I was tempted to get some more of all the scents that I had currently, but I decided to just melt through what I have, so it would give me the option and the space availability to order some next year in the Mario pre-order. I don't remember if this was in the Mario pre-order, but she does it like a really, probably around November-ish. She'll have these available. Sometimes does like RTS, like a restock, or has like leftovers. So I got this in December of last year, and yeah, so I don't know, but it'll go in my binder just to make sure that I remember to get that again. Okay. I have 2 here from Southbound. I finished, this is a half of a tub of snow-covered trees from Salt Mountain Melts. And this is cherries on snow, fresh pine, or fresh cut pine and waffle cone. Really like the cherry note in this. I don't know what specific notes are in cherries on snow. But this is so good. It's kind of like just a bright and not really candied cherry, but I think it has like a little bit more evergreen that also ties in well with that fresh cut pine. And then you get the grounding, that base from the waffle cone. Really, really enjoyed this. Thank you to Summer for gifting this to me. I would definitely get that again. I also finished up the souffle of Pine Ridge Farms from Salt Mountain. This is so good. I also didn't realize there was like a little Christmas tree glitter on my souffle. Anyway, so this is fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, and toasted marshmallows. I am really enjoying like cinnamon with a tree scent. I can't really pick out the toasted marshmallows, but I know that it kind of cuts the edges down of that fresh cut pine. So this was really enjoyable. One I would definitely get again. I did believe she did offer it in her winter pre-order this year, but I opted out since I still had this in my stash, which was also a gift to me from Summer. So thank you again, Summer, for this amazing blend. Very glad that I was able to try that. Just been kind of weary of cinnamon scents, but I really enjoyed it this year. So speaking of cinnamon, this is from Lavender and Speckles. I melted my little small bag here of Palo Santa. And this has Donut Shop Palo, which is cinnamon sugar donuts and Palo Santo and roasted pine cones. I love this scent so much. Oh, I love her Palo Santo. I love the cinnamon sugar donuts. So you get the bakery note, but for the dough part of the donut, like I don't really say that I can pick that up per se, but you can definitely get that creamy roasted pine cones and that warm, woodsy, smoky Palo Santo. This is just a really great blend. And also, look at that freaking label. So cute. Definitely repurchase that one. And that one actually I set it was either Thursday or Friday of this past week, and it was still going. I'm like throwing like a solid medium. When it was going, when I first started and I had the ability to enjoy it for like a few hours, it was very strong, but it was still at a solid medium when I came home 8 hours later. So love performing wax that can hold out all day, especially one with bakery in it. This, you guys, love this. I have two here from Teddy Bees. This is a loaf that I had finished, and I can't remember. I got it in a D-stash, but I don't remember exactly what month I got it in. I decided to just finish it off. I also was waiting on my RTS stuff to come in, so maybe psychologically I was like, girl, you need to make some room. So I finished that fall signature sugar cookie from Teddy Bees. This is beautiful. I really like Tiffany's signature sugar cookie blends. So this has notes of sweet sugar, buttery shortbread, buttercream frosting, vanilla sugar cookie dough blended with berry waffle cone. This is why the berry waffle cone in this, I don't know what that makes, why this blend was labeled a fall signature sugar cookie, but I'm not hating on it. I just really loved the berry waffle cone in this. That was more prominent, but it just felt like it was like a more rich and buttery, sweet cookie base. Loved it. So I would definitely get that again. Highly enjoyed this. I melted this mainly out here in the living room. So really love that. And I would 100% get that again. Another one I would get, and I'm so glad that this was in the D-stash I ordered this year, and I couldn't wait to finish it off. So I actually still have one piece left in my other tea light here to enjoy on a night when I come home and I want to smell something good, but I won't be up for long. Anyway, Mr. Claus, Cranberry Woods, Bath and Body Works type, Frosted Circus sugar cookies, and Palo Santo. That name is always stuck with me. I melted half the souffle at each time here in the living room. About, I want to say maybe like not a full ounce worth in my 2 tea lights. And then like spread the rest out through the space here in my warmers here in the living room. I'm so glad that this scent works for me. Even with the heat on, so I really do appreciate that. Although today there is no heat on because it's like 60 something degrees outside, so yeah, no, I'm not doing it. I would definitely get this again. This one actually, I could smell more of the Palo Santo in it versus the one that I had that was gifted to me from Summer. It's the same pour date and everything. So it's just interesting how it can also vary from souffle to souffle. Just really enjoyed Mr. Claus though. That Cranberry Woods is really good, but I really get that sugar cookie. And then this one I got more of the Palo Santo. I have two here from Dessa's. I melted a tile of Vanilla Voodoo. See if I can get my camera working. I did this out here in my living room. Cut this into 6 pieces, which is like, her tiles are probably like 3 inches by 3 inches, and they're beautiful. The note on here says it must be voodoo, white birch, Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, and sweet cream. And I think she adds the sweet cream to this, but the vanilla birch, those first 3 notes are the notes for vanilla birch. So this is such a solid performer. I have one more tile in this, and also have Sinister, which I think has chestnuts and brown sugar mixed with vanilla voodoo. And maybe something else too. Looking forward to melting that this winter too. So loved this. Very, very strong performer. This one, not so much. I mean, it was like a medium. I melted this in my kitchen. And I melted peppermint bark. This is part of the Advent that Summer had gifted to me. And this is bold dark chocolate with crushed sweet peppermint. I would say it lasted all day, but it was like a medium, kind of just background scent. Yeah, I mean, I'm not offended by chocolate and mint scents. I just have to be in the mood for them. Melting today in my kitchen, I had ordered some poly bags from Love for All Things Wax. She has the 7x7 polypropylene bags. And it was just more cost effective to buy them from her. And somehow I got 2 bags of the 7x7. I ordered the 7x7 and a 6x6 for my souffles, and the 7x7s for my tubs from Mini Vendor. And I wanted a doll bag on my teddy bees. And she slipped in 3 samples of the size, which is like a 1 ounce. The writing on this is so small, but I think it says vanilla piney woods. So this has marshmallow pine, vanilla bean noel, and warm vanilla sugar. So I'm melting this in my kitchen. Yeah, you guys won't be able to see that, but so far it's pretty good. It's like I don't really get the warm vanilla sugar per se. In here, it just smells like hot, like overheated wax. But in the kitchen, you could definitely pick up on that marshmallow pine. Maybe some of the toast or vanilla bean noel. I can't really pick up on the warm vanilla sugar, but it smelled interesting when I went in there to refill my water. So, I think she uses like a harder wax, a tart wax. So we'll see. I'm still enjoying it, so I'm not really 100% sure yet. I have one here from L3. This was an overnight melt for me, and this I think was from a Halloween Advent. This is Something Wicked. And this was a strong performer. It was still going 8 hours later. This has strawberries and cream, banana caramel cupcake, and pink sugar crystals. But it smelled like raspberry to me. I have no idea how to explain that. It's just the way that it smells. And I don't know. I think I got this from like Extra and a D-Stash. I'm not sure. But it smelled like raspberry. I didn't really smell the banana caramel cupcake. Maybe it was the pink sugar crystals. I don't know. It was lovely. It was just something I wanted to put on the overnight melt so the house didn't stink. Because, you know, I have 2 boy cats and a teenager. So it's bound to happen. And then lastly is one of mine that I poured. This is what I had called Nippy Outside. Because it has mint in it. And this is Vanilla Bean Noel, Cotton Candy, Peppermint and Chocolate Shavings, and Cupcakes at Tiffany's. So I melted this and enjoyed this in the bathroom. Because I thought peppermint would go in there. I felt like just melting some Christmassy scents in there. Okay, so the peppermint and the chocolate shavings was one particular oil. I don't know if this is something I would do again. It wasn't terrible, but the peppermint in this was definitely like in your face. It wasn't like a really creamy peppermint. It was like almost peppermint essential oil type. but you still get that warm chocolate base along. I mean, that kind of paired well with the cupcakes at Tiffany's. I think if I were to do this again, I would leave out the cotton candy and just do the vanilla bean noel, peppermint chocolate shavings, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. Maybe add like some sort of like fluffy, maybe even strawberry pound cake. That might be interesting. Something with like a whipped cream note or like a lighter but sweet type set. So that was just leftover. I had some leftover from my Christmas melts that I had made for my family for last year for Christmas. And I had that in my stash. I was like, you know, I'm just going to save me one. And I enjoyed it. And that is all that I've gotten through. I mean, I did finish a loaf, but it's not like something I started and finished. But I did start and finish this. Like I said, it was like a half of a tub. And then I had the whole souffle that I really enjoyed, that Rocky Mountain Christmas. So, but that is it, you guys. I hope you guys have been wonderful. I hope to talk to you soon. And Merry Christmas in case I don't talk to you soon. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy Hanukkah. And for those who don't celebrate, Happy Winter Solstice. I don't know. I will talk to you guys soon. Stay well, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Hey.